10 Best Picks presents the top 10 best TV antenna. Starting at number 10. Antop UFO 720 degrees dual omnidirectional. You can enjoy a crystal clear picture quality with the help of Antop UFO omnidirectional outdoor TV antenna. This product is simple, compact, and aesthetic to ensure and maintain high-definition pictures. The user can easily switch them on a button to boost up the weak signal reception and switch the button off for avoiding the overloaded signal reception. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 9. Winegard Elite Outdoor VHF. Winegard seems like as good a brand as any to round off my list of 15 of the best the market has to offer. With a reputation that has been built up over the years, there's plenty of reasons I was excited. Now, let's start delving into the techie details. A 70-mile range is pretty standard on this list, as you'll have seen by now. What is particularly impressive, however, is how they've added in reliability through innovative design. In even the densest rainstorms I can remember, I never saw any change in performance. That is great because it means that you will have plenty in reserve so that your antenna always gets the job done. Number 8 of my list. Phonoton 8 by Outdoor. The frequency range is undoubtedly impressive, but how does the rest of it stack up by receiving up to 900 MHz? The Phonoton is something of a dark horse on my list. You may expect one of the more modern designs to win in this category, but that's not the case. The clever miniaturization and simple geometry work in harmony to work way up at 900 MHz. If you love to have maximum choice. Coming at number 7. 8-element bow tie. This one has a catchy name and comes with a unique geometry. Let's take a look and see if this unusual array geometry can compete with the more modern compact designs. The array may have had its day in some people's eyes, but I still love to put them through their paces. The idea is that you unfold the Yagi-style antenna and create something that covers more space. This should then reduce the need for a reflector, which can be a hard thing to design right. One drawback I can see though is that they're not the most pleasing to the eye. If you want something unobtrusive, then you may be better off shopping around. The 1080p reception is just what you'd expect, but I couldn't find any mention of 4K capability. That's not to say that it can't do it. If you want something with maximum shelf life, you'll want to find an antenna that is explicit about 4K. From my quick look, there's not an easy way to tell if the materials and geometry can handle the higher quality signals. At number 6. Channel Master Extreme Antenna Long Range. On the face of it, this looks like a brute force approach if ever there was one. That said, there's always a time and a place for a design that really muscles in and takes charge. Let's see how the CM4228 HD stacked up against some of the more compact models I've shared with you. This may sound like something to be afraid of, but it isn't. The Channel Master is essentially a Yagi antenna that's been laid out in a grid. The idea here is to capture more of the incoming signals by using an array geometry. That, in turn, should mean that you need a slightly less powerful amp. Because the amplification stage is one of the primary sources of noise, you should get a clearer picture. Obviously, an array design can't be genuinely omnidirectional. The turning radius of 2 feet is as small as an array of this size can offer, but note the manual element. Many other unidirectional antennas have integrated stepper motors to turn them. Because you'll need to turn it by hand, it's worth mounting it somewhere with easy access. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Antennas Direct ClearStream 2 volts. This is a name with a big reputation, so you can imagine why I wanted to try it out. The design is very eye-catching and is just the sort of tech that I love. Let's see how it fared in the summer. It's relatively easy to get a robust reception, but in the colder months, all that changes. Thick clouds can knock down signals and cause channels to disappear. If you're unfortunate enough to get a lot of thunderstorms, then the static can also play havoc with your signal. What ClearStream have done is create an antenna that works in real-world conditions. All of their specs seem to be field-tested rather than best possible lab test results. I find this practical approach really reassuring. At more than 60 miles, the reception holds its own on this list. What is most impressive is how robust that reception is. I'd much rather have a shorter, more stable range than a huge range that drops out. If you want your tech to just work, then this is well worth a closer look. Coming in at number 4 of my list. Pingbingding PBD WA 2608. It's certainly a catchy name, but how does the hardware stack up when put under the microscope? Let's jump straight in and take a look so you know how much you get for your money. At a stunning 150 miles, you'll be able to pick up every channel known to man. Even on this list of superstars, you'll find it hard to top that figure. Because of the other advances in this classic Yagi design, the signal is also surprisingly weatherproof. At number 3. 1BN Amplified. This is a name that I hadn't heard all that much of, so I was certainly intrigued. One thing that really caught my eye was the number of new features they have. With a whole host of stuff to tell you about, let's get straight to it. The anti-UV coating is something that I thought was really clever. UV gives a subtle type of interference that plays havoc with your picture quality. By developing a robust coating that is highly scratch resistant, I think they're really onto something. I can't say exactly how much of a difference it made without longer term testing, but all signs were good. There are